The reason we suffer is because we identify so strongly with what's happening in form and not consciousness. But when we really look into every thought, every feeling, every arising that's happening, we see that we aren't that. That what we essentially are is the witness, the one being behind that is capable of manifesting that. And so, if we really trust that space, which is here, which is already free, which is whole, it's spacious, it knows that there's an ease to it, then we start to open up, we start to let go of the layers that we're really not, and open up to more of what we are, which is infinite consciousness. And the suffering is the grace as well. The suffering is the key. It's having the playfulness to move into that, to really explore the details and the very, very finite aspects of what is this energy that's arising. It's like, take away even thought, even feeling, because they're just words, and really we're looking at the energy of what is arising. And usually always the energy of something arising that is unpleasant is because we've mistaken something in the seeming outside world to be our savior, or to be our place of return or saving, like in a certain person, a feeling, a job, or maybe it's someone's addicted to lotto and they really want to win lotto, but they realize eventually, even after winning it, that there's no there's nothing really essential to that what they're actually after is the complete liberation from the clinging to believing that there's something that they have to gain or achieve or get in order to feel free. And this is why so many people want to become, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but this is why so many people want to become millionaires or famous. Really what it's saying deep down at the core of that is, it's just saying, I don't believe I'm enough. I believe I need to become this, which is really, you're not becoming anything. You're just creating an identity in form, and you're drawing that in. So really, you're not actually getting anywhere. You're just changing how things appear. But when that happens, it's the biggest void, because they realize that that's not essentially what they're after. And the real freedom is in how you feel now and your relationship to this moment. And that's a space. This is a space where we're able to be curious and breathe into who we are, and use these, if we want, methods, breathing, feeling the senses, to really be here. And when something unpleasant arises, a thought, a feeling, becoming absolutely curious in what that is. So curious. And just enjoying true joy, true freedom is what you are, is what consciousness is what energy is, unmasked, without all the filters, without all the parts of ourselves that we don't want, that we know is just baggage, that we don't need. And so this is really coming into an alignment with who you truly are, It's not about what your friends want. It's not about what your family wants. It's about what you want right now, which is to be absolutely free and liberated from all tension, suffering, anxiety, worry, and that is accessible for everyone, because everyone is ultimately the creator of their reality. You are the creator of everything here. You are consciousness, the creator, manifesting itself into these, millions, billions of forms and different perspectives to learn about what it is. And it has to localize itself into a very dense, limited 3D space-time world to have that experience of forgetting, and then to wake up out of that and see, oh, I was always this unlimited being, and actually it's a gift. What I've been given here is a gift. It's a gift to be so limited. It's a gift to suffer. It's a gift to feel. It's a gift just to be here and to have this wild human experience. But behind all the wildness is a creative intelligence, is a divine intelligence that is responsible for our avatars being what they are. But we are the same source. We are the same source now. And it is constantly dancing with itself. It is constantly learning about itself. So, take a breath, breathe, feel, and know that everything is okay in the end. That even if you feel like you drift from the path, or you move away from where you're trying to get to, know that you really can't, because it's always there for you. Everything is there for you. Everything is like there as a almost a signal to help you realize more of your multidimensional self and more of reality. And that just comes back to always, always, always loving yourself too, because the more you love yourself, it's not like, oh, I'm in love with myself, I'm the greatest. No, it's true self-love of every part of your being, and then we see that in everything and everyone. And that is really what is funny about this, is it's the opposite of playing small. Like, the little me still wants to go by what the collective does, and it wants to impress everyone. It wants to really, it's a form of self-abandonment, because we try and fit all these molds for other people instead of really stepping into your power as an unlimited being and letting that shine through the unique expression of you. Because you are a unique expression. You are a unique expression of the one infinite reality. And that is beautiful. So allow yourself to move into that. Do what you need to, and know that you will feel uncomfortable at times. But you can't ever not be what you are. You can't ever lose consciousness. Consciousness is there always, but there will be lots of changes in form, lots of changes, and that is the beauty of this, is the change. So breathe and know that you are more than just the stories that the mind tells you. And really look at these stories, look at these feelings when they come up, and feel, is this actually me? Is this actually in alignment with who I am now? Is this trying to blame or manipulate another person? And we always see that we are creating it. So it is all up to you. It is all up to you how free you want to be. And the more we get free, the more others can feel it. And then it gives them an invitation to do the same. It's not saying that they have to, but then it's knowing that that is just, nothing can feel better than that. The carrot on the stick, which isn't really there, can't top that. That's just meh. So you can then explore, once you start opening that space of who you are, you can then explore more into that, and you see it's endless, that you were always forever. You could never lose yourself, and you are the self in everything. You are the self here. You are the self that is creating this, and that is the absolute freedom, that no matter how hard it gets, I always have that space to return to, that as consciousness, as this space, nothing can really affect that. Nothing can really touch that. I can never really abandon myself, the self that is always here throughout the changes. Not your name, not your job, not what you tell yourself to be, not who others tell you to be, but the limited being that is always there, that is always free. And that just comes into a knowing, and this knowing is what all traditions have pointed to, but we've gotten it confused, we've gotten it mixed up. We've literally chucked all these ingredients into it, stirred it up, and then people have gone, mine, okay, I'm going to sell this now as something so I can have some sort of power. And the thing is, no, you are the power. You are it. You are the ultimate creator. So trust that, okay? Be curious in that, and know that it's okay. It's okay to have this wild journey, that there will be waves, there will be things that come up, there will be things that arise. I've had a lot on this journey. I've had a lot come up. I've felt like I've been going crazy at times. We all do, but in some sense, it's so amazing because, you know, duality and society is, we are so creative and so intelligent, but at the same time we also don't know anything, and we are all in some sense crazy. We have anxiety, and we don't know what's going on here, and the beauty in it is finding a playfulness of not seeing either as bad. It's totally okay for all of that. So it's not like there can be some people who it's like, oh, now I'm spiritual, so because I'm spiritual, I'm very zen, and I have to be very serious, and I'm always in bliss mode, and I'm calm. And no, what we're opening up to is the interest in all of it. So that's where the freedom is it's not in being some blissful, blissful, like I'm happy all the time thing. And it's also seeing the almost funny side of all of our neurosis, and seeing that it comes from somewhere else, that it is we're going beyond the individual here. We're seeing that actually we are the consciousness which all of that is arising in, and it's nothing, it's, unless we're being threatened, it's no one outside of us doing it to us. It's all up to us. That is a huge responsibility to take too, because then we see we're creating this reality that it is like, oh shit, okay, that's a big thing, and I have the responsibility in that. You have the ultimate freedom to create. It's up to you. You don't need someone like me to tell you. I'm just another avatar who has, you could say, had these shifts, realized this, and is living and breathing it. But you can live and breathe it because you are awesome. What you already are is awesome. That's the whole thing, is you already are awesome. I like using that word. I've used it a lot before. You already are great though. And so the thing is that you can't become greatness, because what you already are is so amazing. And it's like, just knowing that, then everything becomes a blessing. Everything is a gift. And even if we feel like there's moments where it's like, oh, I've gone back into suffering, or like something's happened, or I did something that wasn't aligned with me, and that happens on the path. We know that it's playfulness. Like, it's okay to like get all boiled up or have these arisings, but that's all they are. They're just arisings in the infinite of you, of us, of this. So that's all I have to share. Okay, I love you.